What is good, Cardano fam, Ada gang? We have lots of exciting updates to unpack today, so hit that subscribe, hit that like. We are looking at top coins by social activity sourced from Lunar Crush, and Cardano comes in at number 8. We have 3 bars. In the blue is social volume, in the pink is social dominance, and green is interactions. And it's great to see that ADA surpasses many projects, including Chainlink and Pepe, which is incredible. And I think we have, of course, this dip right now, but we're going to see a pump very soon. I think it's imminent. Charles Hoskinson says, if you write good laws, you have to have the ability to enforce them. When you have ambiguous stuff, bureaucrats take advantage of that for political purposes. The Howey test doesn't work in our modern economy. And I think we've seen this especially with Ripple. The ambiguous stuff has really been hurting blockchain, and I think that we are upon the golden age for blockchain. I think it's going to bode very well for Cardano and many other altcoins. The modern investor via Money Rules, with over 340,000 subscribers combined, says Bitcoin DeFi is beginning. ADA does DeFi and is bridging with Bitcoin. So as Bitcoin DeFi takes off, they want a portion of the market to be on Cardano. We see the likes of what Bitcoin OS is doing, Charles teaming up with Fairgate, many other stuff. Bitcoin DeFi is a very hot topic. And even if we can get a small percentage, that's going to be gargantuan for Cardano and a fantastic fit given the UTXO nature. Charles Hoskinson says David Sachs, AI and crypto czar, and Bo Hines, executive director of the Crypto Council, will fill a crypto committee with a representative sample of people in the industry. They may still create a subcommittee by topic. Remember, guys, we've been talking about this. We've been watching very carefully Charles talk about all the legal stuff, the committee stuff. And so we may see a bunch of kind of experts from respective fields in a subcommittee, DeFi, stablecoins, exchanges, what have you. So it's still highly likely and possible that Charles is going to play some sort of role officially in the pro-crypto administration. Filecoin, world's largest decentralized storage network, says Blockfrost's integration with Filecoin improves data redundancy and decentralization for Cardano ADA's apps. Devs can create secure, reliable, and scalable apps for a decentralized future using Filecoin. Of course, there was the announcement, I think weeks or months ago, but again, they've been bringing a spotlight on this collaboration, which is great. The more collaboration, the better. Charles Hoskinson says, I've had dinner with Senator Warner, Senator Wyden. I will meet Senator Fetterman this year. So guys, this is great. He's been meeting with many senators on both sides. This is fantastic. And the reason for this statement, he says, you need to engage with the moderates to protect the process. 61 Democrats voted for FIT 21. So there is a bipartisan path. So again, in a nutshell, he's saying that we need Republicans to support, Democrats to support, to have long-lasting, good clarity, good laws that don't get undone, that revert back in the next administration, which makes sense. Having clear rules that are practical, and both parties will just galvanize together to have the most long-lasting sustenance when it comes to crypto clarity and regulation that makes sense. Sensible regulation. Bipartisan support. BlackRock CEO Larry Fink wants the SEC to approve the tokenization of bonds and stocks. Fluid Token CEO says, this is next for Finest on Cardano. Smart contracts almost finished following CIP 113. If the SEC approves, we can expand direct buys to Americans. So how did we get here? Well, recently BlackRock CEO said this via Cointelegraph, I believe. And so Matteo, CEO of Fluid Tokens, was adding to this conversation of what Larry Fink wants to do. That is right on the cusp, right around the corner for Finest, which is already doing a bunch of stuff, the tokenized granite, tokenized gold. So this, if the SEC approves this type of thing, then they can expand the purchases for Finest directly to Americans, which would be pretty massive. And We're going to see some more interesting stuff also regarding public blockchains. Investing Bros via Paul Barron Network with over 1 million subscribers. I know he hasn't been, ultra supportive of Cardano, but here's actually a good clip. Investing Bro says, I think American-based coins will do very well. I will put a lot of stock into those. And Paul Barron was asking him, which of these would you choose to? And Investing Bro said, I would go for all of them. I can't really pick just two. And so Paul Barron highlighted Algorand, Cardano, Hedera, Solana, Sui, and XRP. But a pretty Chad response by Investing Bro saying that he sees potential with all American-based coins, which includes everything highlighted here, but also projects that are going to relocate and position themselves to be American. So really exciting times, guys. It's great that Cardano has this competitive advantage. The major Cardano ADA Bridge WAN chain has integrated Polygon's ZK EVM. So this is fantastic. It's not bridging to Cardano, but as a prominent Cardano bridge, them doing this allows you to bridge Ethereum to multiple networks like Base and BNB Chain and Ethereum and things like that. So this is great, and it's harnessing the new Polygon ZK EVM. Speaking of bridges, Rosenbridge large transfer Ergo to Cardano, $35,000. So great to see these Ergo transfers, a lot of them. And if I'm not mistaken, Rosen has brought more than $13 million of liquidity from external ecosystems directly to Cardano, which is great. Really exciting for their BNB chain integration, Doge. They have a lot of networks planned. So let's talk about the public ledger stuff. Well, according to Watcher Guru, Binance founder CZ says all governments should track all their spending on the blockchain and immutable public ledger. It's called public spending for a reason. Now, hear me out before we jump into the important tweet that connects us all. We also know that yesterday, Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency, aka Doge, meets with public blockchain representatives to evaluate their technology. Why is this key? Well, 2 weeks ago, Cardano Foundation, Swiss National Bank, presenting to central bankers on public permissionless blockchain. Cardano, right? Safe and secure, public permissionless blockchain. So it makes a lot of sense. And when we see stuff like this, and we see CZ talk about it, when we see Elon Musk talk about it, and then when you add the fact that Charles Hoskinson is putting a good foot forward to offer solutions involving Bitcoin, Cardano, and Midnight, it only makes sense because we have Midnight for selective disclosure, we have Bitcoin, the OG, and then we have Cardano, the EUTXO model. It makes a lot of sense for them to involve the technology on some level to improve efficiency and to track spending. I think it makes a lot of sense. Why not choose a project that hasn't had an outage that's safe and secure and resilient? It makes a lot of sense to do so. And decentralized, extremely decentralized. Well, let's dive into this funny post before we go into price. I know prices are down right now, guys, but dips are gifts, as George Cryptos R Us says. And great to see that Kraken Pro is posting Snek, some Chad Snek posts. So pretty hilarious. Fantastic. And there were almost 1,000 likes just on this reply with this image by them. So it's crazy. They make a post and then they reply with a Snek post and it gets a 4x ratio. So we went from wondering if it was going to happen to now Kraken, and the interns at Kraken are posting Snek. So fantastic. Who do you think, guys, is next? Is it going to be KuCoin, Crypto.com, Binance, Coinbase? And will Gemini list Cardano? Because that's hilarious. I can't believe Gemini has not listed Cardano. So we're looking right now about 2 to 3 month chart for Cardano. Of course, right now we had a steep dip from $1 down to 90 cents. I don't know if we're going to touch these levels again of like 76 cents about a month ago. But let me know, guys, what are your price predictions right now for the weeks ahead? I think we will have a very bullish February. I think we'll finally break out of that $1.20 range, that resistance. Let's hop over to TradingView, where we see ADA at 0.91, XRP below $3, 2.95. And let's take a look before we dive into all the coins, but Bitcoin dominance has risen. So this is a good thing. This just means, in my opinion, again, that slingshot is being pulled back. for altcoins, and we're gonna have a massive pump. Bitcoin kind of cooled off 100K. Let's take a quick look before we wrap up at the biggest losers right now. Again, you see what was I saying about these meme coins, guys? The biggest loser is, the Trump meme coin. The Melania one just got wrecked, guys. Let's look at that Melania one. Like, imagine your retail buying like with the fiat spread. Ooh. Let me have a sip of that tea. Ay. Insert Wilhelm scream. GG no re. Hit the showers. Shaco came out. Dude, this is why I don't buy this garbage. Like, maybe it's gonna pump back, but and I hope if you guys got this and you're down that it pumps back. But this is why I stay with the blue chips, because these are so volatile. Taking a look at, it's just red right now, guys. And you know what? There's gonna be plenty of opportunities. Always remember, we have double-digit losses all across. And you know what? Cardano is one of the few projects that's not actually in double-digit losses. Minus 9.4% for 7-day. But we got stuff like XDC minus 22%, Uniswap 19%, Sui 18.6%, Optos down 13%, Pepe 18%. So there's big losses across. Let's take a quick look at the biggest gains, shall we? I really like CoinGecko. So, it is what it is. I think it makes sense for some of these projects to be pumping. Aggregators, privacy coins, things of that nature. Hyperliquid, there's been a lot of momentum around projects like that. But, it is what it is. I think right now, guys, we're in a DCA stage. And if it continues to go down, I think that's great. As Crypto Jeb said recently, ADA under $1, in my opinion, ADA under $1 is cheap. It's a bargain. It's a no-brainer in my opinion, given that we hit $3 with no smart contracts, and now we have this bustling ecosystem, especially with SNEC and SNEC.fun, just everything else going on. So let me know, guys, what is exciting you guys right now the most. I think, for me, I really want to see some more action with this subcommittee stuff. The subcommittee and the crypto hearing. Given his relationship with Senator Scott for Charles, I really want to see something materialize regarding the subcommittee, crypto hearing with Cynthia Loomis and Tim Scott. And other than that, I think this was also very interesting. The finest post, it was really nice to see. Perhaps we see something like that expanding. So expanding to the US market, I think would be great. But I think right now people really want to see some big moves. Which projects will be in the digital asset stockpile. A lot of people are anticipating, is it going to be Cardano? Is it going to be a bunch of others? I think we're going to see a basket of tons of projects. So really, for me, guys, those three are the most important. Subcommittee, crypto hearing, and the assets in the digital asset stockpile. Until then, going to continue to DCA, continue to watch for some interesting news and highlights. Let me know what's exciting you guys the most. Are you buying right now? Are you holding off? Smash that subscribe, smash that like. I'll see you in the next Angry Crypto Show.